says a lot to us that you've heard the call and you're willing to stand to help us educate and save the lives of our children. I don't know if they're going to put that picture up, but if a picture, there it is. This picture we took the week after Brandy passed. And I'm having a hard time, so if I sound weird, I'm hearing myself twice. This picture represents 78 kids, teenagers in Sarasota County that died from accidental drug poisoning in this year alone in our county, all teenagers. And we show this picture because not one of these teenagers ever thought that they would die. Every one of them thought they'd wake up the next morning, be with their families and their friends. They never thought that they would stop breathing or be left in a state of heart failure or respiratory failure and have their friends panic and leave them. And no mother or father expects to walk into a room and find their teenager this way. It is devastating, to say the least. I want to read a letter from a parent that I have that sent me. And I'm reading one, but I have to tell you, since Brandy passed, I've received hundreds of this type of letter, same story, same addiction, from all over the country, but a ton of them from Sarasota. She wrote, I found out yesterday morning that my beautiful daughter has once again relapsed and has been using again for the past 2 weeks. Her young life has been plagued by drugs for nearly half of it now. I dare say that I fear for her life every day and feel completely helpless. I know that short of locking her to my side, I have no control of her choices. However, I may be able to help to do something to join in the fight to stop, shut down pill mills or doctors trafficking drugs, educate our youth to the devastation that narcotics is bringing into their lives. Since she was 15, she has been in and out of rehabs and detox. She has spent time at wilderness therapy and a year at a therapeutic boarding school. And her story sounds very similar to Brandy's, if you know it. She's been to AANA, every A that you could go to, and she's been fired from countless jobs, all drug-related. She's been raised with love and a good home. She's beautiful inside and out. She's bright, kind to animals and children, and she's creative and well-spoken. But she has become like Jekyll and Hyde, my beautiful child at one point, and the monster of addiction on another. I read this to you because coming from a parent, the kids that we have here, your choices not only impact your life and perhaps the lack of having one, but it also impacts the people that love you and have dreams that involve you, like dreams of watching you go to prom, graduating from college, and getting married and falling madly in love one day, as were Brandy's simple dreams and wishes. So as a community, we want you to have those dreams and wishes come true, but it requires you to be willing to stand up and claim your life back and to refuse to use any alcohol and drugs throughout your young life. That I like to say we have a tsunami of addiction that is hitting our state. The devastation from this tsunami is drowning our youth. It is killing you before you have a chance to have any idea of what waits for you out there. So I want you to know you do not have to ride that wave of the tsunami. You do not have to have a life that is devastated by addiction. You can stand up, say no, refuse to use, and start claiming your heritage. And that heritage is that you're a child of God. You're princes and princesses, all of you. and to put that royal headdress on. It's not just Kate Middleton that gets to wear one, but you all have one. And to stand up and wear it every day, claiming your right to be loved and to be valued by yourself first, and then to the people that are your family and friends, because you are greatly loved. And with that, I hope you'll join me and our Attorney General and peers like Travis, Merck, and Nightlife, and the whole committee of Embrace, and the rest of the community to start being leaders and role models to the youth, your siblings and the kids younger than you, to show them that life is much fuller without addiction, and your life doesn't have to end because of it either. So now I'd like to introduce you to Travis Merck, and he's going to share a little of his own story.
Hi, my name is Travis Merck. I am a recovering addict, and I stand before you by the grace of God. That is for sure. This disease addiction, it has no face. It knows no limits. It really doesn't. I came from a very successful family. My family is one of the largest pharmaceutical manufacturers in the country. And it doesn't matter how much money you have, it can all go to the wayside. I didn't really do drugs. Here and there, I've tried a little bit of pot and whatnot, but just wasn't for me. I was an athlete. I went and played college baseball, and I got into steroids, performance-enhancing drugs, and I got hurt while doing that. And in that, I tore out my shoulder, and that's when I got on prescription drugs. And that's when my life went down by the wayside very, very fast. It doesn't take long at all. I was getting these doctors, they were giving them to me. I thought everything was okay because they were prescribing them to me. But that's one of the problems right now. It really is. And about a year and a half, 2 years, I went into my addiction and thought everything was okay, thought I had a grasp of it, but I didn't. And I finally put myself into the center of hope. That's where I am right now. I've gotten a little bit over 4 months clean, and I am right now. And that's one of the best things that I've done. I've turned my life and will over to my higher power, and it's been amazing since then. Doing this is what's helping me stay clean, and I do it day by day. I can't do it no other way. And like I said, my higher power beside me, and that's how I've been doing it. And I would like to end with this, Matthew chapter 6, verse 34. So don't worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will bring its own worries. Today is trouble enough for today.
And now I'd like to introduce you to our State Attorney General, Pam Bondi. Pam is my hero right now. She is a warrior for changing the epidemic of prescription drug abuse and misuse in our state. Pam has a picture of Brandy in her office and wears her bracelet since we met in Tallahassee, and has promised to not remove it until the laws are changed and lives begin being saved. And I want you to know that you are saving lives, and I love you. And when she finally gets everything passed, as far as prescription med laws and changes, she gets to take that bracelet off, but not until then. And she gets to replace it with this. This is a special bracelet that is called the Brandy bracelet. And somebody made it for me, and I want Pam to have it.
The House and the Senate better pass our legislation, because I'm not taking this off until until they do. I had surgery last week, and they made me take it off for surgery, and then it went right back on. But you know what Travis said, he's so brave. And I'll tell you, I've been a prosecutor for 20 years before I ran for office. And you learn that so many people, so many kids have an addiction to prescription drugs because you don't see anything wrong with it. It's in your parents' medicine cabinet, it's easy to get, and it's prescription. And that's what we found. And we have 7 to 10 people dying in our state every single day. And that's unacceptable. And with Sheriff Knight and all these great deputies in your county, we're going to stop it. And we have legislation going through now. It's tough, tough legislation. And before I met Lisa and her family, I had read about Brandy, and I had her picture cut out on my desk in Tallahassee. And then think how I felt when Lisa called me and her family. So this is such a devastating thing to our state. And, you know, I speak to so many kids, and they're all up in Tallahassee now because we're in session. And these are good kids from great families. And what I say to them, I never say, do you have an addiction? Every group I speak to, I say, do you have any friends who take oxycodone? Every single group I speak to, they raise their hands. And you saw what Travis just did. There is nothing wrong with admitting you have a problem. Because you guys, this is as addictive as heroin. It's horrible. I mean, I prosecuted for 20 years. These deputies can tell you, we have seen this. And it's killing people. It's killing people every day. And make this Brandy's legacy and all your friends. And to stop taking it. And parents, clean out your medicine cabinets. And tell your friends to keep it out. Because when we shut down these pill mills, people are going to go other places. And you know what we're hearing? They're even going in homes that are for sale and acting like they're going to buy a home, and they're sneaking up in bathrooms to steal the drugs. That's how bad it is. So please, parents, spread the word to your friends. Today's National Drug Take-Back Day, and all over the country, DEA has done this. You can go in and take all your prescriptions because it's not safe to flush them down the toilet. You're supposed to take them in and dispose of them. But get them out or lock them in a safe, but keep them away. Because it could even be your friends' kids who are coming over and taking these drugs. So just spread the word. And I see Brandy's beautiful sisters here. And Macy, I have your picture in my office too. And I'm so proud of you girls. And you're doing great. And I know your sister has her prom tonight. And you're so blessed to have such a great family. And you're really making a difference. And Lisa is my hero for coming out and talking about this. And I'll tell you what, the governor has started a task force. Governor Scott has given $800,000 to help law enforcement and fight this problem with us. And so we're working very hard. We're going to get some tough laws passed. And we want Lisa and her family right there with us when the governor signs that into law. Hopefully very, very soon. Because we've got to stop this problem. And thank you all for coming out and supporting this.